Hi, we're Caroline and Ian, a British couple who gave up work, gave away our possessions, and for the last 3 years have been on a full life van tour.
It's almost 4 years.
It is.
It is. It's scary, isn't it? We're now back in Bulgaria.
Yay!
Yay! So come and join us as you see how Christian faith and van life work together
on a wing and a prayer. Oh, we slept so well last night. It was absolutely amazing. Well, we should have slept well, but I was so excited about being back. I didn't try and go to sleep till gone midnight. And then at 2 o'clock, I was out here looking at the stars. And then we've been up at 6. So the thing about being
back to wood again.
The thing about being abroad is you have to live differently. So by 10 o'clock, it can be nearly 30 degrees. So you have to really be up at 6, get the bulk of your heavy work done before it, and then do some more again in the evening. So let's show you what we've been up to.
I'm sick of wood. Why is Bulgaria for wood?
So we want to put, the other thing about being abroad is that you have an outdoor kitchen, which I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but that's the sink for it. So we're going to make an outdoor kitchen and dining area, obviously because you just live outside, I suppose. So the problem was when we got back, the tree branches were so overhanging we couldn't put the gazebo out. So poor Mr. A at 6:30 this morning has been up ladders cutting all this lot down. This was all overgrown, so I've weeded that and also cut the bush down so you can get past it without hurting yourself. Don't you go up the ladder without me holding it. Safety first, Mr. A. We made a very good start yesterday of tidying up. This was thick with pine needles. So we've cleaned this area, that's at the top of the stairs. And we've started cleaning down here. So all of those branches that we cut off the tree yesterday, they've all been moved. We've managed to get the gazebo up, ready for eating, and cleared all of that rubbish away. So it's looking very, very pleasant. We didn't get to use it though yesterday. We were so tired. We were in bed for 8 o'clock. So plan for today, we're going to put the rest of the curtains up. Now,
Wait, come, walk this way.
oh yes, Mr. A got waylaid in the middle of a job.
Waylaid?
His head went elsewhere.
I don't know what you mean. No, I'm not. This is our next project.
We've not finished the first one.
Here. So these stones that are here are going to be placed in this area here.
So you might remember this was the area we tried to jet wash and then realised that it was so cracked and bad. Ian is now going to give it a facelift. The hot tub's there just for positioning. We haven't done anything with it yet. So let's see how far we get today and hope we can stay awake later than 8 o'clock at night. So the idea in most hot countries is that you have this outdoor kitchen. Now, it's a little bit beyond me because never really been entertained in a Bulgarian home yet. I don't know how it functions. So everybody's got these built in, which is a water supply, concrete shelving and slabs at the side. So my thought is, this is the cooker out of the motorhome, and it's really good actually, 2 burners and it's got a grill. So we're going to put the gas bottle to this side. So there's the cooker. We've also got a barbecue. Now they tend to have barbecues with wood rather than gas, so I'm going to put a wood supply down there. Morning, Delilah. Oh, she's so much better and frisky. But also we do have this kitchen, which is downstairs. So in here we've got a proper sink, washing machine, dishwasher, humongous fridge, freezer, and a water container. So we're going to get that up and running because we do need loads of cold water. So my thought is to put some shelving across here. Ian won't be happy with me. To put all the plates and cups on, glasses, and then this will be a prep area as well, rather than just a utility room. But I can't work out where the barbecue's going yet. Hopefully by the end of the day we'll have it done. Since we've got back, she is like a new dog. I can't tell you how happy this makes me. She's been running up and down the stairs to join us. She has been frolicking about. She's been sleeping. She's now eating properly. It did take her about 48 hours to completely recover. She was just sleeping such a lot and hardly eating, and I'm absolutely convinced it was heat exhaustion. So we are so thankful we managed to get through the border early. But yeah, update on Delilah. She even goes out at night frolicking with the wild things. So at night time you hear the jackals coming down from the woods, and she goes up on the landing and she runs back and two going wanting to join them, but obviously I don't let her join the jackals.
What happened at the border, love?
Oh, that's another story. Let me turn the camera around.
What happened at the border?
So I said to Mr. A, we were actually getting in. It was either a week and 2 days early if they didn't accept the week that we'd had earlier in the year in January, or it was just 2 days early. So I said to Mr. A, whatever you do not draw attention to us. What did you do, Mr. A?
What did I do? Oops. Well, there was a booth that you're supposed to stop at, and then there was a couple of people who were checking vehicles and stuff, you know, the army type, or the border guards. And I thought I had to go to the border guards. So I went right past the booth where you handed in your passport, and absolutely everyone crowded round the van because they thought
he was trying to barge his way through. So the people in the booth were screaming and shouting and waving their arms. The police, goodness knows what they thought they'd do in a 4.5-ton truck, stood with their arms in front of it. I'd got out by this point, and I just said, I am so sorry.
So I didn't draw attention, did I, love?
Luckily, they were in good moods. They were laughing when I said he'd been driving for 2.5 hours in the heat, and his brain had gone a little bit.
Yeah,
so
it was a bit frazzled, wasn't I?
It was. So everybody just laughed at us, checked the van, and off we went. And we are so thankful to be back. So project 1 included clearing the garden. Now, we're beginning to realise that as beautiful as these pine trees are, they're a flipping nuisance. 10 buckets of pine needles we've moved from this area. And what we wanted to do was we wanted to make a place that we could sit out and eat, because it is just too hot without any shade or cover. So we've repossessed things that were in the house. We've bought very little. The only thing I've bought is the tablecloth and the cushions. Oh no, we've bought quite a bit here, I remember now. We bought the curtains. So this gazebo had no curtains. So what we've done is we've bought shower curtains, and we have bought poles that were not quite long enough. So we've put bamboo poles in to extend them. Then we've got tie backs. The little butterflies on them are so that when we need to close them to stop the mosquitoes coming in the evening. They pin down the centre and then there's no gap. This is Mr. A's design, which I think is very, very good. So we had this hanging basket, and inside is this metal dish. Inside the metal dish you put mosquito repellent burners. So we're going to put that in there, and hopefully that will also help. But we've already had friends down for lunch here, which was a lovely, lovely afternoon. And we've eaten out here already once. So project number 1, tick, completed, including cutting all those branches down to get the gazebo in. Project number 2 was to get this outside kitchen up and running. And like I said in the other video, I struggled trying to work out how it was meant to work. So I've decided this is going to be my prep area. So chopping boards, strainer, I can prepare all the veg there. But then it became such a happy place, I decided to cook out here. So the barbecue is here. The coals and wood for the barbecue are there. And this has been a godsend. It's just a 1-ring little gas burner. This is the type that has the aerosols in, and they go really, really far. So already on that I've made a spaghetti bolognese that included the pasta and the meat, and I've also cooked nasi garag, an Indonesian chicken dish with rice in. So and plenty of gas still left. Barbecue's there ready to use when we are ready to go to the shops and buy some meat. All the sauces and seasonings, and it's actually cool. What we have decided is that we are going to take a couple of the trees down. This one is too close to the house. It's also starting to die off and become very thin at the top. This tree's also going to be taken down because this one's actually bending very, very much over to the house. But that's next year's project. And so on to project number 3. Now, if you remember when we showed you the house, near the garage, we had this utility room. So we've now made the utility room into a functioning kitchen. That's so I don't have to keep going up and down them stairs to get pots and pans. So we haven't spent any money on this place at all. We've taken everything out of the bus, so we could use that. So all the pots and pans and the plates and things. And then we've repurposed what we found. So this is what we've made in the downstairs kitchen. So we've hung some paintings up that we found. Oh, sorry, we have bought a fruit and veg rack. The thing is that you need all the space in your fridge for cold drinks. So we've brought the veggies out of the fridge. And it's super cool in here. Delilah really loves it. These were gifts from Mama Nika. Pickles, green beans, raspberries and jam. So that was so very, very kind of her. And this is the beauty of the people of Bulgaria. We'd not been back an hour when Nana Mika shouted me across the wasteland, "Carolina, Carolina!" And she gave us the biggest punnet of strawberries from a garden. Now you might say, well, okay, but they're free. This lady is 89 years old, crippled with arthritis in her hips, and bent and picked that punnet of strawberries for us, and it broke me. I just cried. So we've brought all the things down to make brews. There wasn't much space or storage in here, so Ian has repurposed the floorboards. So we found some of these floorboards. He's put 2 boards together and put that there. He is going to make another one there. They are only for light things because the plates are all plastic for outside, and he's got extra brackets to make them stronger. So project number 3 has only cost us the price of this, which was £20. So very, very pleased with this summer kitchen, and it's beautiful to be in. I actually like washing up in it because it's the coolest place in the house. I have done quite a bit of weeding and repotting of plants. So these are all succulents that actually seem to grow well here, and I've repurposed some of these from the pots over there because they were growing really well. Now, if anybody is a gardener and can help me, this area, before we left, I did plant wildflowers. Nothing at all is growing in this area. Now, I'm thinking it's probably because of the pine tree and all the pine needles and the sap that is in this soil. But if you know of anything that will grow in soil like this, please, please tell me, because I don't want to be buying plants just to kill them, basically. Right, so on to project number 4. Follow me to the back garden. Ian's put a shade up for Delilah. We were going to reposition all of these flags on this area, but I'll be honest, we just hadn't got the time or the effort. So instead we have jet washed it again, and it's come up not too bad, and we've turned it into a really cool area to sit. That wall offers lots and lots of shade. So in England, you would put your paddling pool in full sunlight just to keep the water warm and stop your kids from screaming getting in. Here, not so. You have to put them in the shade, otherwise you'll just be getting in lukewarm water. So we've put it here. We've found chairs in the barn, so we've repurposed those, and the mat. The plants are all from out of the house that I've just brought down. That drinks machine was here, so we've got a source of cold water. The only problem we've found with this, you may guess, people would have thought it through better than us, is this pine tree, which eventually we hope is coming down, is dropping needles all into the water. So we are going to get one of those big sails. We did see them in jumbo for £12. So we're going to get a big sail and try and hang it over the pool to stop the needles coming in. But this is project number 4, and we've only been here for 5 days. So we have worked our little butts off trying to produce a nice area so that then we can just sit and enjoy it. We thought we'd show you the before and after of this project. This is project number 5, and this is the low barn.
Well, you're already halfway through.
We're already halfway through. We have worked hard. We've completely emptied it all. There was tiles, wood, bathroom tiles, roof tiles, all sorts of stuff in there. So what we've done is we've started to move it all out. This is bits that need to go to the tip, bits that we're keeping, and then what we've done is we have completely brushed it out. Now you might be thinking, what on earth are you doing? It's just a little sheddy thing, but I have fallen in love with this brick wall. I never ever believed that I would own a beautiful stone wall, but it's just gorgeous. Now, the biggest problem we have with this is it's very low. I am 5'1.5", and even at the highest point, I can just stand up. So at this wall, it's 5 foot. It goes down to about 3 foot at here. So we've asked friends and family, what did they think with it being so low? You see, the beauty is of this piece of area, it's the one area that you get a complete view of the whole garden. Down there and all the way up there. So it is a nice place to sit. So decisions we've made. This is Mr. A clearing more branches. Decisions we've definitely made are we're going to jet wash this, going to paint it white just to make the space look brighter, and then we're going to put either like Turkish cushions in on the floor and a mat, or some low chairs. But what we have found, which I'm very excited about, is an old beehive. So the house was built in 1980 and there's not really much history to the house. So whatever bits of history we can find, like the cartwheel and the forks that we've put at the front, we're going to repurpose. So this is where all the trays would have been. That part comes off. That's where the bees would have come in and out. And what we're going to do is we're going to sand it, stain it, put perspex on the top here so that you can see all of these knot holes, and then possibly put something interesting inside. Not sure what yet. Perhaps pictures of the family around the walls, and then some seashells at the bottom with another piece of perspex, but I don't know, we'll have a look. But this is going to be the coffee table for the low barn, which Delilah's claimed for herself already. Project number 5, on its way. We brought the cushions in because we thought they might get wet, but we're having to now bring glass tables in to make sure they don't get smashed. It's incredible. Right, come on. I think the gazebo's... No, concentrate on the gazebo.